Hello, everybody, and welcome back once again. It's week 4. It's game 4. Tomorrow night, Stork Vision will be right here at the Inferno. We've been around. We've talked to all the coaches, and our final stop today is with the head coach of the Blackman Blaze, head coach Chandler Tygard. How you doing today, Coach?
I'm good, Stork. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. Well, let's roll into last Friday night's game against the Riverdale Warriors. Big region matchup. We didn't get to broadcast. It was a crazy night for you. I've talked to all the other coaches. Unlogistically, I saw you in the end zone as I'm leaving, and then they moved you into the gym or moved you into cover. And then I guess somewhere around about 8:15, you finally get on the field, you start stretching, and you get underway and take it away.
You pretty much said exactly how it went. So we warmed up. Here. Actually, we were ready to go, get on the buses, get off, and as soon as the game's about to start, they called.
And explain that to everybody. You don't want any drama. It's a known fact. You have made a statement that you're not into any pre-game drama. You want to get off the bus, roll onto the field, maybe stretch a little bit. We're ready to go. We can put a coin in the air at this point.
Well, teenage boys, I think, in my opinion, they're worried too much about what the other team's looking like and dressed like, and he wears Tennessee gloves, so he's good, and they're just worried about stuff that doesn't matter, and it has nothing to do with winning. And so, we pretty much...
It's a great analogy. I have nothing to...
So, and I took it from a friend of mine, and we started doing it right before the Oakland game last year.
Okay, so you just switched it right there.
In the middle of the season, yeah. Okay. And then we warmed up at MTCS, and, remember we got off right there at DeJarnett and walked right on the field and played, went up 7-0. So we were like, man, maybe there's something onto this. And then the rest of the season when we did it, we scored the first drive. We had the ball in offense every single time. So we said going into this season, we're just going to keep doing it.
It's a little unconscious conscious. You're conscious you're going to a ball game. You're
teenagers are different, man. It's the same reason, on away games, we don't like to go back to a halftime spot. We just stay out on the field. I don't want my kids checking their phones, and they're worried about their girlfriend on Snapchat and all this other stuff that don't matter. And so we try to remove as many distractions as we can right in pregame and halftime.
I don't think Gary Rankin allows any cell phones from the time you get there.
Honestly, I've taken up phones before at a previous stop, but that caused so much anxiety in the kids. They're freaking out. And so I don't take it from them, but now we just stay out on the field to where they can't get their phones, and that's kind of how we're doing it.
Well, I guess, that works. That works.
Yeah.
Well, come away with a win. It was a good win for you. You got a huge video. You scored there at the end on a hook and ladder, which it made it, and your lineman, and congratulations to him. That's what it's really all about. It's about the kids, and you got a chance to show out. And it was. I know it's over 100,000 views. I have no idea. Last time I checked, it was well over 100,000. But congratulations to him.
Even I was surprised, Stork. So we've run that play at a bunch of different schools. It's worked. This is the third time it's worked. But for it to just be in that moment in a big game to go up 2 scores.
Sure.
And then for Miles Gray, he's going to be telling his great grandkids about it. All the linemen that were on that team will be talking about it.
It's one of the biggest plays of the year already. I'm sure Krager's got it locked in his top 10 of the year.
Everybody got it out there, and it went on. It kind of went viral, and it was kind of neat to see all the linemen that have ever played at Blackman start sending out messages. And some of my former players were like, "It worked again, but they got it on film this time." And so it was really cool for Miles and all of our kids.
Well, I think that's what old newspaper used to be like, or something. When you got the last second shot, there wasn't any video or something. We're in today's age, and whether it's a clip somebody like me films or something like that, but somebody that had the good angle. And I really think that's what 5G is all about, to be honest with all of you. It's more of the public getting involved with video, personal video, as it hits the network from an event like a football game and something like that going viral. That's more about the public now getting more involved, or bystanders. And you're going to see that more in NFL and college, where certain people are in the stadium at certain angles. So they launch a video, and all of a sudden they catch a big play, and they're famous for that short period of time because they're an innocent fan that caught a play, and
they just happen to be at the right angle at the right time. You're
bingo,
exactly right.
bingo. And so you think about it, NFL, when they do Monday Night Football down at the Titans, they'll bring in 250 cameras. They start on a Monday. They start streaming fiber to get ready for that game. Still, they may not have the angle that a fan has, or 72,000 fans, according to where the ball is and everything. everything, and how many times have we seen video come from somebody else now, because the phones are pretty good, and they actually had a better angle than the 200 cameras that were on the subject itself. So,
Right.
it works itself out.
Yep.
What kind of week have you had? I mean, it's kind of crazy, as far as, end on that time. It's such a freakish time to end a high school football game close to midnight, or, you finally get unwound. You get to trade video with Summit, your non-region opponent. Where were they? Had they finished their game?
No. So it was wild too. So Summit didn't even finish until they had 31 seconds left in the third quarter on Sunday. So they started playing on Friday. They didn't finish the fourth quarter until Sunday, and we all drove up to watch the fourth quarter to see them finish with Brentwood. So they lost 21-0 to Brentwood, but it was a very close game. And Summit's a great team.
What do you like about them? They've changed a little and lost a little gunpowder, but what do you like about their squad, Coach Coleman?
Any program that has gone to 3 straight state championships knows what they're doing. They've got good players. They've got 4 linebackers that are very good.
Are they a little young?
No, a couple of them are 3-year starters. So they are young overall compared to last year, but because they lost a lot of good players last year.
And maybe not young in age, maybe young in experience.
I guess, but their defense is solid now.
Okay.
I was expecting to turn on a very young team that's in rebuild mode, and they're not that. They're scrappy. They're tough. They're similar to Brentwood, and so that's why the score was kind of close. So we're expecting a big game. It's hard for us coming off a big win, and so we've had to refocus, and we haven't had some of the best practices. Today was very good, but
today's a warm-up. I mean, today's not a full
for us,
pad.
it's not, but yeah.
You don't go full pads on Thursday.
We do, actually, yeah.
Okay,
we
all right.
do. But yes, so today was a good practice, but honestly, I was losing my mind the last 2 days. I don't know if it's just because they're coming off a big win or not as focused, and so we made sure to pull up last year's Summit game, and we had that going in the weight room today. And so we've reminded them, just as we said with Brentwood, they're any good program that's well coached.
Do you feel like this is a trap game in some
That's what I'm
ways?
saying, yeah,
Yeah. So you're going to label this as your trap game right
It's
now.
one of them,
One of them.
many, but I guess. But yeah, they're a tough.
So
team.
you're a little concerned about where the frame of mind may be tomorrow night when the ball goes in the air. So
yeah.
you might.
And hopefully we come to play, and we worry about us and go out and play well. We haven't played a complete game yet. We've either let teams get back in it when they shouldn't have. Like we could have won games by a larger margin than we did, and we let teams come back in the third and fourth quarter, especially the third quarter. So we want to play a complete game and win the way you're supposed to win, and we haven't done that yet. So we're hoping we can do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow night, I'm sure it'll be always a special event here at Blackman, as the students, as faculty, the staff, and everything. And I understand there'll be fire coming out, and I want to see some of that. I don't know if I'll get an angle on it. I did that. My angle is not as good as everybody, as the opposing team, but it's always a big night here at Blackman High School. Any special logistics or anything the fans
Nothing
need
tomorrow.
to know about?
Nothing
Because
tomorrow.
sometimes, I know there are events.
We do a lot of like military night, sponsor
Yeah.
night, and all that. No, there's nothing tomorrow. We're just hoping to
Regular
have a big
football game. Hopefully, just everybody come. Let's sell
Hopefully just a regular
concessions, play
football game.
football.
Our
and-
student section has been amazing this year.
Okay.
So we're
big shout out to the student section, the
for
band,
real.
the
The
faculty.
band has done great, but I'm telling you, the student section has been the best.
I saw. Last week I saw the band rolling in
Yep.
for that big game, and they seemed to follow you. And
They're doing a great job, and so the atmosphere for the Gallatin game was amazing. So we're hoping it's going to be the same for Summit. I know there's some other big games going around the county and up in Brentwood, but we're expecting to have a big crowd.
We're gonna be here.
Stork Vision's here, so every time we're on Stork Vision, it's kind of a wild game. So.
Oh yeah, we can't wait for that.
Yeah, so tell
I've already-
Anthony to get ready.
I've already got rosters from Summit, and thank
Yeah.
you, Coach Coleman. We
Yeah.
appreciate you. That's a big help. Sometimes when we ask for a roster, we don't get a roster. I have to go out and piece one together, but we appreciate that because you never know. Jerseys change, players change. Move some stuff around every once in a while. Tomorrow night right here at the Inferno. 7 o'clock will be kickoff. It'll be Summit and Blackman. Y'all be here.
Go Blaze.